Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And the Beavers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Fair catch called for and made. For the offense. Here's the give off the left side. Got room at the 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They're getting this guy lathered up. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And that play right there really shows you the trust between the quarterback and his wide receiver. They've obviously worked for hours all season long on these routes near the sideline. Nice throw, great catch.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Toss sweep to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Going up top on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Back to pass, it's McCoy. Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Beaver!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oregon State 14, San Diego State 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cooper. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Cooper. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Caught behind the line. It's Cooper. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Back to the ground game on the left. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense coming up with a huge...
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Aztecs! What a catch and run for 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Dropping back, it's McCoy. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Get the ball back and put your offense in business.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Second and goal coming up. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Touchdown, San Diego State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 5.
Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
14.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Got it in the middle. It's Hankerson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to move the chains. Oh, he's got a chance. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
Quarterback on the keeper.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep 3rd downs manageable for this offense.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Here comes the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's McCoy. He's going to run it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Tackle is made at the 24-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Here we go. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Just got 1 on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he intercepts it. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
He'll ride his man on the option. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Running it back, it's Shaw. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Fires left. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
It's good.
That makes the score San Diego State 24.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
Set to kick this one away.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show.
24, Oregon State 17.
The Beavers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different.
And he's running in the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And the Aztecs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aztecs! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to throw. It's McCoy. It's complete on the right side. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Goes to the option. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Spits it out to the back. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
And the Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, San Diego State.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Cooper. At the 40, there he goes. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Cooper. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And, guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. To the air, it's O'Neal. Trying to get behind the defense. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, San Diego State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
Oregon State, 17.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him with.
And they get the sack right out of the gate.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. looking to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. Still on his feet at the 45. Open runway ahead. Touchdown Aztecs. And the route is on.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
Oregon State, 17.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Griffin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle the throw.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Looking left. Got his man. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon State.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. Maybe feeling a little better about things, still a 21-point game as they're set to kick it off. Fair catch, called for and made. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
Conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job with the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Throws to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Line gets set. First down. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Hankerson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, San Diego State 45, Oregon State 24.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Give to the fullback. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. When you can give them that rock, get a first down. Those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes. Just hit you in the mouth.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Dropping back, it's McCoy. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. How about this confidence in the running game? And he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in 4th down territory. It's 4th and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in 4th and short.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. The Beavers have enough for the first down.
Once you get in this range in the football field, do you depend on your kicker? Do you go for it? I think on 4th down, I think you go for it. This is a long field goal, a lot harder attempt. I like the offense going for it here in this situation.
The option look, and not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Second down coming up.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Caught in the back. But there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
Getting some heat. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fox. Snowed under by the defense.
I'll tell you, the fullback, he's just not a guy that you're going to tackle and catch, right? You got to bring this guy down on the ground. He can make people miss. He's got a little bit of speed. He showed it right there.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Beaver!
And the offense continues to run the football. Second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And it's perfect.
The kick is
They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure. Racing down the left side. The 40. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's McCoy. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
The Aztecs are rolling down the field. They'll run it. It's Cooper. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Right back to it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day tonight.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.